Before discussing about this Vyasa Vriksham, please go through my introduction videos on the Indic studies syllabus. What are the 9 areas of Indic studies? Like Atmanusandhana Purvaka Parabrahma Darshana Shastra. What is that? And then what is the Jyotisha Tarka Ganita Shastram area? And what is the Kalpa Shastra? And what is the Vedanga, Jyotisha, Ganita, and Tarka Shastras? These are the areas, 4 areas, which are Darshana Shastras and Vedangas. And then what is Dhanurveda, Ayurveda, Ardhaveda, Rajaniti Shastra, what is Thapatya Veda, and what is Gandharva Veda, and what is Natya Shastra and Sangeet Shastra, and what are different kavyas, all these things. Please go through my video so that you can understand more details about the ancient Indian studies or Bharatiya Shastras, so that there will be nice platform for this talk, to understand this talk. Now, the Vyasa Vriksham, the Vyasa Vriksha, the Vyasa Vriksha is this. I roughly written means painted one. In this Vyasa Vriksha, the roots for this tree, this Vriksha is nothing but tree in English. Vyasa Vriksha, Veda Vyasa, before 5000 years, when during the end of Dwapara Yuga, when about to start the Kali Yuga, he created a lot of Puranas, Mahabharata, all these things for the human being. Because the Vedic aspects are very complex, since the human being's memory going to decrease and their inefficiencies to focus and also memorize things, the lack of knowledge and their attractions to the material world pleasures and all. He guessed that and he created a lot of Puranas, like stories, and Mahabharata as an epic, Itihasa, and he drafted that. That's called Panchama Veda, the 4 Vedas, replica of the 4 Vedas, the Sangraha of 4 Vedas, essence or summary of 4 Vedas in Mahabharata. In that he mentioned different Bharatiya Shastras, in Mahabharata and Puranas. And he explained what is the basis of this Indian education or ancient Indian education or studies, and how they are connected to the day-to-day life, how it uplift a human being to achieve a success. Success is who can achieve the dharma, artha, kama, moksha, all 4 aspects in single life or a series of lives. He created a plan and he has given that essence to human beings. That's what I have drawn here. We'll discuss that. The roots of this tree is Atmanusandhana Purvaka Parabrahma Darshana Shastra. Through these roots, the Brahmarshis connect to the divinity, and their motto is moksha. Brahmarshis' motto is moksha, and tapas and satyam. Tapas is the penance. Actually, the meaning tapas is not exactly penance. Tapas is uh, focused on the Parabrahma, Brahmacharya, and Satya. Satya is the truth, ultimate truth. They are always connected to ultimate truth. So those shastras, these granthas, these shastras, Atmanapurvaka, Parabrahma, Darshana shastras related uh, areas like Upanishads, Purva Mimamsa, Uttara Mimamsa, Nyaya, Vaiseshika, Yoga, Sankhya, all these things explains a person how to attain the moksha, how to understand this truth, the satyam. This is told by Brahmarshis. This entire tree is based on this moksha. Ancient Indian shastras or studies are based on this moksha. If this is not there, they can't survive. And from there, the Brahmarshi system has given for the Rajarshis, or who do the karma, day-to-day activities in their life, doing dharmas. What are dharmas? How to do dharma and doing the karma, but not attached to that, and how you can attain. These all mentioned in the Kalpashastra, and this Kalpashastra and all these things can be understood properly, understood by the Siksha, Nirukta, Vyakarna, Chandas, the linguistics, core linguistic aspects, and also the Brahmana and Aranyakas. They explain the duties for the Grihastha and Vanaprastha. And the Yajna system, this is entire thing is Yajna system. This Kratu system and Jyotisha Tarka Ganit Shastra. This core Tarka system is a conjunction to other Shastras and the Darshan Shastra. This is Dharma based system. Rajarshis used to practice and used to sustain, help to sustain this tree in the guidance of Brahmarshis. These all the Shastras belongs to this. And this the other branches and leaves always belongs to this root and the trunk. They have same power as this root and trunk. Leaves are a replica or ansha, or the uh, a smaller part that may contain smaller uh, essence of the dharma and moksha. These are all the branches and leaves, different studies. So what are those areas? They are again Ardha and Kama. Moksha, Dharma, Ardha and Kama. Ardha related, you need to attain something. So Dhanurveda, the kings and the businessmen, Ardhaveda, Sthapatya, all these things Ardha related, and Kama related, entertainment, Natya, Sangeeta, Nataka, Kavya, all these things are flourished or branches, but they are based on the Dharma and Moksha. That is the greatness of Indian studies. So these are linked. These are flourished because of this moksha and dharma, Brahmarshi and Rajarshi system, and they are on top of Yajna system. So the there are fruits here. The fruits are the panditas on any aspect, either Ayurveda or Dhanurveda or Ardhaveda or the Sangeeta or Natya or Kavya, anything Sthapatya. You become pandita. You are anybody, any race, any gender, anything. If you are perfect in one shastra and you are not using that for just and ardha and kama, not your personal gain and your fame, but you are attached to this moksha and dharma, you are well understood, you are well guided by these principles, and you became a pandita in any study, you can create this entire tree. You will become a fruit. Otherwise, a person can be a great Natya Sastra, he's a great sculptor, but he is just working for the Ardha and Kama. He cannot become a fruit in this model. He cannot become a fruit, so that he can't produce a seed, and he can't create this kind of tree again. So if it is for Kama and Artha, they just remain as leave, just remain as a learner, just remain as a aspect of study. So that is the tree, uh, Indian studies related tree, and how it is attached to the yajna system and nishkama karma, and how it is mentioned in various Puranas, Mahabharatas, how it is actually coupled with the ashrama system, that is the brahmacharya, grahastha, vanaprastha, and the sannyasa, that we'll discuss later. And the Vedas, what are Vedas? Vedas are nothing but the seed. Seed is Veda. If you understand anything properly with moksha and dharma, you can understand entire Veda. You will become you are if you are a scholar in any aspect with unattachment, nishkama karma, and you abide to these principles, then you will create a seed that is Veda. You can understand the Veda. Veda iti Veda. You can understand Veda, essence of Veda. So that's called seed or bija. From this phalam gives birth to another Yagnat Tharu or Yagnat tree. This is a Panditapalam. Bharatiya Nishkama Karma Yagna tree with Brahmarshi root and Rajarshi trunk is this discussed here. And what is this? A special trunk like a branch. It's interesting thing. Here, from the directly from these roots and the stem here, there is a special branch or trunk originated that is based on Vairagya. It is not Bahya Karma Rahityam. They don't do this karma, they don't do all these things. And they are Nivritti Marga. This is Nivritti Marga. They are Sadhu Purushas and Siddhas, Avadhuta, Purna Sannyasa Dharma, who abide to the Purna Sannyasa Dharma after the Grahastha, who are abide to this. They are a special branch. Normal, common people, general, whoever uh, in the Pravritti Marga should not imitate them and their lifestyle. That's why they're separated. But they do tapas and ahimsa, and they create again. They're creating the same tree, and they're actually Brahmarshis. They are ahimsa and tapas are the as the routine for them, and their marga is nivritti, and they not following any karma outside. Even though they are karma yogis, they are equivalent to these people. Raja yogis equivalent to these people, but these even they don't do any karma, and they're fully vairagya. Their principle is vairagya. This is the branch. It's a very very important thing, interesting thing with other cultures in Indian. This Vyasa tradition, Vyasa or Rishi culture is in other cultures, other culture or any traditions. If this moksha becomes the tree and stem, then people they don't do work properly. Everybody will become the passive state. If this becomes the trunk, and these won't flourish, these trees won't flourish, because the aspect is vairagya. Ardha and kama should be preserved, but they should be controlled by dharma. That is this aspect. And this is the second case. If this vairagya becomes stem, that is the second case. So, and third case is if ardha and kama becomes stem and root, then everything, the materialistic world and materialistic gains, materialistic education, and selfish motto will drive this entire thing. It's not the Brahmarshi and Rajarshi system. It's a different system. So there will be war always. There won't be any peace, and there will be environmental eco imbalances. It's not natural. All these circumstances will happen. That is the specialty of this ancient Indian Rishi tree, where the Brahmacharya, Grahastha, Vanaprastha, and Sannyasa, there are gradual transmission to a phase, as well as um, it's a it's a kind of training program, a long-term training program for a soul or individual, so that they can attain what they want. At the same time, they can enjoy the artha and kama also. That is the specialty of this, and these all the different areas we are going to study Ayurveda, Dhanurveda, Arthaveda, Rajniti, Sthapatya, Natya, Sangeeta, Nataka, and how they belongs to this, how they are attached to this, and how the very very important aspect, the Upanishads and Darshan Shastra. It's not actually our journey should be Urdhvamula Madhasyakam. Urdhvamula Madhasyakam. If you rotate this tree opposite way, our journey should start from here. Whatever we are doing, from here, you try to understand the dharma, abide to dharma, and gradually you attain the roots. That's what mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita. Urdhvamula Madhasyakam Ashwattham Prahuravyayam. It's not exact words to be quoted here. That meaning is different, but this is a hierarchical model. Whatever he mentioned, Sri Krishna mentioned, that this hierarchical model where you start from the leaf and your journey starts from here. You do perfectly, you study perfectly one shastra, and you become master in that. You become Pandita Palam and abide to dharma, and you can attain the moksha, and you can produce this tree. That is the intention of this effort. So please join in the Avadhara Revival Network, Knowledge Network for Indians, Greater Indian Studies. Please study and propagate, understand this whole structure, whole tree as whole. Even though your skill here, Sangeeta Shastra, Nataka, or Natya, or Rajaniti, please don't forget you are a branch of this trunk and this root. Please understand this entire tree, but concentrate on your branch. Namaste.